Hello friends and welcome to episode number 56. As you might notice, it is actually light out right now, and that is because it is evening time. As promised, we are going to go to Shoal Cave today, and as you can see, we also have a special guest star. Our legendary Pokemon Kyogre is with us, just for something a little bit different. Figured I would take him out of the PC, give him some use, and that way you guys can see not only Kyogre, but actually Primal Kyogre on screen. We'll start with just Kyogre, but I'll give him the Blue Orb at some point so that we can see Primal Kyogre as well. Alright, anyway, first things first, in we go. And it should be low tide, yep, there we go, for a little over an hour yet. I don't know what happens if you're in here when it becomes high tide. I don't think you get drowned, I think it just doesn't change until you leave and come back inside again. Alright, so it looks like because it is low tide, we can actually find one of the Pokemon I was talking about before. As you can see, it's all, the water's all gone. It's a little sandy, but I probably shouldn't have done that. But otherwise, it is really the same room. Probably not like program-wise, but let's see if we can sneak up on whatever this guy is. Ah, too fast. Right. In that case, are there any items here we can get? So now we can't get to that stair because it's too high. I think I could just like jump and grab onto it. Like for a 10-year-old kid, that's probably a piece of cake, but ooh. And we found a pearl, okay. Makes sense in what used to be the water here. That is my phone alarm reminding me to go ahead and visit Shoal Cave. Alright, so we have a few ways to go. Actually, I think I had a dream I went to Shoal Cave when it was low tide. It feels like I've already done this, but I know I haven't, so. Oh, and I think I see our very first Shoal Salt, although I can't get to it. At least not this way. Let's say no for now, because there's one more Pokemon I want to catch here. Alright, so cave or stairs and ladder. Let's go with the ladder for now. Oh, and Celia, you can actually catch Speal's Evolved form. So there's Kyogre. And that's right, because of our ability Drizzle. It is always raining, which makes Kyogre even more powerful than it would normally be. So yeah, definitely an extraordinarily powerful Pokemon. Origin Pulse is not very effective, but I'm curious how much it's going to do. We are in the rain, we do get stabbed. It's a very powerful attack, yep. And Celio is lower level, not fully evolved. One-hit knockout. Alright, well, let's go ahead and try the ladder first, shall we? And I do see some Rock Smash rocks, but I'm a little less interested in those. And a Spheal. We already caught a Spheal yesterday, so I'm not too interested in another one of those. One of the downsides to using Kyogre is that you have to watch the little rain animation each time. I could definitely see that getting a little bit annoying. I guess kind of like Mega Evolving, but at least with Mega Evolving, you have a choice. And if you're just running away, you don't have to do it. Maybe it would be less annoying if I could, if I was using a Repel. Alright, so once again, let's use the item finder, just in case we find something cool. Because I can always use money for some decorations and all. I do like how Kyogre's in the dive ball. That seems, or not the dive ball, the net ball seems kind of appropriate for a water type. And yeah, this should be an easy one-hit knockout. Alright, pressing on. I see another ladder here. Okay, so ironically, yeah, there's the bridge. So even though it's low tide, we actually can go to the higher part of the cavern. Sort of unintuitive, but I figured it had to be something like that, because I was not finding another path yesterday, clearly. Alright. So we can go down here. Nothing really to see or do, though. So let's try down here. After this commercial break. Brought to you by Golbat, everyone's favorite. I'm just going to run away because it is a little bit faster than using Ice Beam, and not really a reason to get experience with Kyogre since we won't be using it long term. Alright, down we go. Oh, a black belt. Wonder if we can actually face him in battle. Hope so. And another Spheal. Once again, waiting on the rain. And let's go ahead and give Kyogre the blue orb, just in case this black belt does want to fight us. And I assume this actually will make the animation even longer, because now we have to Primal Revert each time as well, so I may regret this, but we'll see. Oh, he does not want to fight. The penetrating cold in these parts is an impediment to training, but with focus, one can overcome it. Take this focus band, buckle down, and you'll be set to withstand this blasted cold. Alright, well, the focus band is an interesting item. I think it was introduced in Gen 3, maybe Gen 2. But if your Pokemon would be knocked out by an attack, it instead has a, I think it's a 10% chance to survive with 1 HP. So you don't actually see it used very often because it is so random. What you do see on occasion is a Focus Sash, which is honestly a lot better in my opinion. A Focus Sash kind of works the same way the ability Sturdy does, and it will always allow your Pokemon to survive with 1 HP as long as it starts the attack with full health. Let's forget Body Slam, even though Strength is pretty much worse than Body Slam in every way. It's 5 less damage, and it can't paralyze. But I really do want to use Strength for exploring this cave, so might as well teach it to Kyogre. In fact, we might end up teaching Kyogre like 4 HM moves. Kind of feels bad teaching a legendary Pokemon. Why is it sparkly? Why am I sparkling? That's weird. Oh, this is... Okay, so this is to go backwards from the other direction. So no reason to keep pushing it all the way here. I really do want to find that other Pokemon just so I can use a Repel. Yep, there we go. Primal Reversion. Primal Kyogre. And there's Primordial Sea. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this off just so I don't have to watch the animation every time. And so we don't accidentally knock out the Pokemon I'm trying to capture here. But I will give it back and we'll do some trainers maybe after we've finished exploring this cave. There's no reason to keep pushing this boulder. Let's try a different approach. We can jump down there, but do we want to? Nope, still not the Pokemon I'm looking for. Maybe the odds of finding it are not very good. Not like an especially rare Pokemon. I think you can only find it here in Shoal Cave, but it's not like it's super powerful or anything, so I don't know. Came that way. Alright, so I guess we have no choice but to jump down and see where it takes us. Another Celio. And more drizzling. Yeah, I could definitely see it being an annoying pain if you had to watch the rain and Primal Reversion animations every single time you use Kyogre. Ooh, okay, so we do need a Mach Bike. Well, I'm very glad we brought one. Let's try that first. Might just be a bonus. Another Celio. I was getting a little annoyed that I haven't found the Pokemon yet, because I really wanted to use a Repel and get through this. But, not until we find the other hidden Pokemon here in Shoal Cave. And apparently one you can only find... Ooh, Frost Breath. Apparently one you can only find during low tide. Alright, so kind of a shortcut it looks like. Oh. And this is like an ice skating puzzle to get to whatever TM that is there. So Frost Breath, I think, is a low base power ice move. It's a fairly new move, I guess in Gen 6. Don't know much about it. Base power 60, always critical hits, that's right. And it's not 100% accurate. So I don't know what game it is. There's another game that has a Frost Breath ability that's like kind of similar. Also a low base power um, ice attack. But I feel like it freezes instead of critting. I have no idea what game it is though. Alright, so it's actually hard to tell where the ice is here compared to the regular spots. So far, at least, the puzzles don't seem to be too difficult. Oh, I see. Alright, how about that? There we go. Any items here? Nope, don't see any, and still the same Pokemon by the looks of it. Oh, okay, Icy Rock. This is where you, I bet, evolve Eevee into Glaceon in this game, and Never Melt Ice. That is a item that will increase the damage of Ice-type attacks. So we could use it on like Melodic, for example, but I think the Mystic Water is preferable since Surface or Stab move. And actually, right now we don't even know an Ice attack. I do like how they have a new background for this icy area. A lot of regions have more icy areas than Hoenn does, but this might even be Hoenn's only real ice cave, come to think of it. Ooh, a Glaletite, which is for evolving Glalie into Mega Glalie. But that's not the item we're looking for. I guess the item we're looking for is downstairs. And a Golbat. Alright, if we don't find it soon, I'm going to just like look up what the odds are, because I think we must just be getting very unlucky. But I'm worried it's going to be like a 2% chance or something stupid like that. If so, I might not really bother, because I only want this Pokemon just for fun. Oh no, we skated right by our item we want. Alright, so definitely hard to figure out the puzzle when you can't even really see the whole puzzle. I think we go this way. Hey, there we go. We have TM07, Hail, which of course starts the Hail condition, one of the game's weather conditions. But of course you can't use it, or you can use it, but it'll fail if you have Primordial Sea. Alright, while we are running away from this Celio here, I'm going to start looking up Shoal Cave. Just to see what Pokemon you find here and what the odds of encountering them are. Alright, so I guess maybe it's in that little like spot there, so how do we get to that spot? What if I just start somewhere different? What if I start here? Hey, there we go, Ice Heal. Oh, that for an Ice Heal, but it does make sense. Or you think it would actually be like a Burn Heal. Anyway. You can see your reflection in the ice, that's pretty cool. So, I guess that's all there is for this area. We do still need to find a few more Shoal Salts. So let's see what the encounters are. Okay, Generation 5. So, Low Tide, there we go. Okay, so it's only a 5% chance. And in the Ice Room, it's a 40% chance. Okay. So the game didn't lie, but the chances were very tiny in the regular cave. So if you do want this Pokemon for part of your team, I recommend coming down here. It's not a Pokemon I would necessarily recommend for part of your team. It's not the worst Pokemon to have if you really like ice types, but I'd probably recommend a Celio over it. Like I was saying before, ice and water is actually a better type combination than just ice. It has a couple additional weaknesses um, in terms of electric and grass, but it does have some more resistances, and it's no longer weak to steel or fire. So that's nice. And here's the Pokemon we are looking for. I'm going to use Strength very carefully and hope that we don't knock out the Snorunt, because it would be cool to catch one just because it's so rare. Good, perfect, okay. Hopefully Snorunt doesn't know any like recoil attacks or healing moves. We don't have any Pokeballs that are super useful for ice types. But we are in a cave, so even though it's not nighttime, a Dusk Ball will get the bonus. And it will have a ×3 multiplier, which is a little bit better than an Ultra Ball, which always has a ×2 multiplier. And hey, only 2 shakes, there we go. Piece of cake. Alright, good job, Kyogre. Snorunt, 179 in the Hoenn Dex, the Snow-Hat Pokemon. Snorunt survives by eating only snow and ice. Old folklore claims that a house visited by this Pokemon is sure to prosper for many generations to come. Alright, so Snorunt actually has 2 evolutions as of Gen 4. Originally it can only evolve into Glalie, another ice type that actually looks nothing at all like Snorunt, but is cooler looking than Snorunt in my opinion. And I will use a Super Repel as promised on our way out of the cave. I would just use an escape rope, except might as well go ahead and make a Shoal Shell. Alright, so we could use Strength here to escape, but we have our Mach Bike, so might as well. And I do want to know what was down here then. Maybe more Sea Salts? Oh, wait a minute. This is the way we came in? What? Oh, we went down the ladder, didn't we? So I wonder if we just made a big loop. Okay, so we could use Strength to go back up. Let's go back the other way, though. I must have taken a wrong fork in the road at some point. Otherwise, how do I get to the salt? And it is a salt and not a shell. Which means it is meant to be grabbed at low tide. I don't like in this game how the bike is... It's really hard to like be precise when you're on the bike. It's really annoying that I have to like dismount a bike to go up a ladder. I guess maybe if I use this little control circle it'd be easier, but it doesn't really seem like it. And I have to remount the bike, which makes sense because you're going to a different level of the cave, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure in an older game, if you went up a ladder, like in a cave, you just kept your bike on, so... It seems like I cannot get to that one bit of ice. Here we go. So I almost backtracked here to check, but I was like, no, it's probably just a corner. And my viewers are probably tired of me watching, or backtracking, tired of watching me backtrack. Especially when we're encountering wild Pokemon at every second turn. But looks like that is what I should have done. Don't really care what that is, because we already have all the Pokemon I want here. And, alright, I believe that is 4 of 4 Shoal Salts. So, we have plenty of escape ropes, right? Might as well go ahead and use one. You could also use Dig, but I don't feel like teaching a Pokemon Dig and then overriding it again. Quicker and easier just to use the escape rope. And I think in the olden days the escape rope would take you back to the last used Pokemon Center. So I'm glad that it now goes just back to the cave entrance. Alright, we're almost done, so not going to bother. Oh hey, Shoal Salt and Shoal Cells, and enough of them too. Would you like me to make a Shell Bell? Well, that's pretty much all they're useful for. Maybe you can sell them for money, but I'd rather have a Shell Bell. And there we go. Very cool. Have the Pokemon hold that, it'll love it for certain. Now there's also... Oh, and a Slowbronite, okay, from Mega Slowbro, which is a new Mega Evolution added in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Actually, a lot of these Mega Evolutions are. I don't think Mega Metagross is, but Mega Blaziken I'm sure was already in X and Y. But Altaria was, and Mega Glalie I'm pretty sure, and maybe Mega Banette. Definitely a bunch of new ones. Alright, so can we fly here? We cannot. Let's fly to the route around Sutopolis City, and then we will head south from there and continue our adventures. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and keep Kyogre with us for a while. Sorry, Eve, but we'll have plenty of quality time to spend with her a little later on, and once we do, we'll be using her a lot to catch up on levels, so not too worried about that. But I do want to make a quick stop back to Little Root. I always want to say New Barktown, but that's Gen 2. Back to Little Root to, whoops, or Route 1, close enough, to talk to Professor Birch and see about that national dex that Wallace was talking about, although not by name. Welcome back, Owen. You must be tired after all your recent exploits. May has been keeping me updated about all of your grand adventures around Hoenn. After hearing all that you've been up to, there is something I'd definitely like to share with you. The fact of the matter is that after you resolved that Kerfluffle with a super ancient Pokemon, that should be my episode title, Kerfluffle with a super ancient Pokemon. I'm sure you guys will be really excited about that. A number of Pokemon never before recorded in the Hoenn region began to appear all over. Those Pokemon are precisely the subject of my many long years of research. They are Pokemon which are thought to have resided in Hoenn thousands of years ago. That's cool, there's actually like a lore reason behind it, I like that. We'll finally be able to meet Pokemon never seen before. The very Pokemon I pursued all these years. I'm so excited, I feel like I'm about to burst. So excited that I went right ahead and upgraded the Pokedex to be ready for all of them. Now, let me upgrade your Pokedex while you're here. Alright, so we now have the National Dex. Awesome. And yep, if you guys want to read this, you can pause and read it, but he's going on, so I'm going to kind of fast forward here in the interest of time. Alright, so that's cool. We can now encounter all different kinds of Pokemon, which I assume means Pokemon, you know, not just all the Generation 1, 2, 3, and 4 Pokemon. Obviously 3 you could already encounter. But probably even Gen 5 and 6 Pokemon as well, so that'll be really interesting to see. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm kind of going to do basically what I talked about last time, which was just do some surfing all the way down from almost from Evergrande City all the way down to Pacific Log Town, which we'll probably explore next episode. And then from there we can go down past Slateport, go to the Sea Mauville, and plenty of stuff to explore and see and do after that. So, right, first things first, let's avoid some wild Pokemon here with a Super Repel. So many items. I wonder if you can deposit items in the PC. I hope so. I certainly wouldn't mind depositing all these like Mega Stones that we have. I don't want to get rid of them because, you know, might be fun to use at some point if we happen to. My brain just wanted to use a bike there for some reason, I guess to go faster. We've already faced you, right? Pretty sure we have, but let's wait for her lap just to be sure. Yes, we have. Alright, then onward. It wouldn't hurt to be faster still. Alright, guess we have to go north to go over. And I figure we'll keep Kyogre with us for this part of the journey and teach him HM moves as needed. Any items here? And then we're all done. We still have a few things probably to do before the Pokemon League, but we'll get Eve out of the PC, maybe do a little bit more training, and then head to Victory Road. So, oh hey, didn't mean to encounter this Pokemon, but we'll see what it is. Probably a Golbat or something. Ah, Pelipper. Also not very exciting, although I might catch it just so we have another flyer. I don't know if there are any moves, like I feel like I wouldn't be surprised either way if there was a move that Pelipper could learn that Latias couldn't, or vice versa. In terms of like HM moves. Alright, let's use Ice Beam. Well, ironically, would Origin Pulse do less? It might. But no, it's raining, so it would have done more. Oh, no, knockout. Okay, well, sorry, Pelipper. Oh well, not today. I was thinking I might catch one just because it could learn a different combination. Well, maybe not, because I think Latias can learn Fly. I'm sure it can learn Surf. I don't know if it can learn Dive and Waterfall. Probably Waterfall, but maybe not Dive. Alright, well, time for some battles. So let's go ahead and give the Blue Orb back to Kyogre. And it's probably at the bottom, or close to it. There it is. And oh, this poor fisherman here. I guess on the bright side, it's possible that his Pokemon will be... Already faced him, didn't we? Okay. Well, in that case, not a poor fisherman. But it is quite possible that a lot of the trainers we face here have Water-type Pokemon, since we are on a watery route, so... they might actually get powered up by our Primordial Sea ability as well. And we could dive here. We don't actually have dive at the moment, but what was that noise? What Pokemon can we find here? I have no idea. I guess it's one of those three, but which one I couldn't tell you. Alright, well, how about this guy? We faced you. We have not faced you. Say hey hey, let's get on with it. Alright, you first. Let's see what he has. A Pelipper, alright. Unfortunately, cannot catch this Pelipper. Oh, and I like how the you can see like kind of the sunset over the ocean. That's really cool, actually. Interesting background there. I feel like that might be like a default screen that like wasn't programmed, so they just went with that. Alright, Primordial Sea. Okay, so math time. Ice Beam is evenly effective, so it would do base 90 damage. Origin Pulse is a base 110 power move, plus Stab is plus 55. So that's 165. Plus Rain Dance is like another 80, so that's like 240. Cut in half is 120, so Origin Pulse will do more damage. It might not hit. Actually, did I say base 120? It's base 110, that's what I said. Okay. Yep. So an Ice Beam might not have knocked out Pelipper, but a Origin Pulse does. The one kind of balance that Kyogre has, kind of like with Mega Evolutions, is that by having to hold the blue orb, it can't hold like a Choice Scarf or a Choice Band or something like that, which could also make it very powerful. But I think the blue orb is probably the way to go, just for the better ability and the overall stats, overall higher stats, and freedom of move choice too. I actually saw one competitive battle in a online championship where the guy was running a Choice Scarf Kyogre, and the announcers were like, "Oh no, did he forget to give a blue orb to his Primal Kyogre?" But he did not. It was actually intentional. All right, let's head back over here first. And I do want to go ahead and teach Kyogre to dive. We will get rid of Aqua Ring, which is a decent ability for a Pokemon as bulky as Kyogre, but not as useful as our other moves. I will feel bad if we like delete Origin Pulse for an HM move, but it might happen at some point. Just gonna warn you guys now. Just because, like I said, only using Kyogre in the short term. I'll have to give Blaziken back his Mega Blazikenite. It's been a while since we've used Mega Blaziken, and if we're just training, then there's not really too much of a reason not to. The one kind of downside is that by using regular Blaziken, as a trainer, I'll get a better feel for how much damage it can do, and that might help me make better decisions in some of our battles coming up. Okay, so it looks like we're missing an area up to the north there. It's cool to ride on Kyogre, though. Everybody else is riding on their Gyarados and Wailmers and Tentacruel and who knows what else, and here I come along on my Kyogre. Oh, weird, so it looked like it was accessible, but you can't actually dive in that spot. So I'm really confused. I've already been over here. This is the normal area by Seafloor Cavern. Thought I was in the water there. Ironically, we're kind of right back where we left off, more or less. We faced one trainer. Alright, well this is one big hole here, so let's go back underwater and see if there's any way it can go... I don't know, that's really confusing. Okay, so we can go more to the left. But I can't go more to the right. Oh. Here we go. Probably very obvious. Can I not fit? Can I go around this way? Okay, here we go. I wonder if that's like if I was riding Melodic, would I be able to go through? Excuse me. Do you want to battle? Can't click on him. Is Kyogre just like too big for this? Do they give him like extra cells? I honestly can't talk to this guy. Hopefully the game's not just glitching. Oh, that's really annoying. Like, I can't get close enough to him to talk to him. Did we just face him? Am I losing my mind? I thought we faced a swimmer on the surface, though. It is really annoying, though, that on Kyogre, I guess you can't Can I really not fit? I'm not gonna lie, that's incredibly stupid if by riding Primal Kyogre you can't get to certain areas, and you can only get there by riding. Like, he could easily go over these, like, come on. Wow, that's really actually pretty dumb. Okay, well, I guess I'll have to come back here on Melodic then. So, I was gonna keep Kyogre with us the whole episode, and do a bunch of, the whole, next couple episodes, do a bunch of cool battles with him, etc. But either I'm just really missing something, or because he's a larger Pokemon, he can't go everywhere that a smaller Pokemon could. So I don't know if that was intentional on the part of the developers, but either way, it is what it is. Not a secret base here, but yeah, there had to be an item. I was hoping there was something. A big pearl. Okay, I'll take it. Oh, and another big item, or another item rather. Art scale. Okay. Very cool. All right. Well, in that case, I have a few more minutes. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna keep going just to do like one more battle because I do want to use Primal Kyogre at least a little bit more, and then I'll come back with Melodic and we'll backtrack a little bit and see what that area is over there. Because I'm guessing it's that secret cave or whatever the other place is. But yeah, I'm using the other control pad. I just can't fit, I guess. I almost can't fit through here, but thankfully I can. And it's like this Pokemon's too big to even talk to that diver, which is very strange. I feel like that might just be like a programming oversight. Like they made Kyogre have a larger like conflict box. Maybe it was that diver we faced. Um, you just make it a little more realistic, and I wouldn't mind that, but as long as they made the roots also reflective of it. I just feel like Kyogre. I mean, worst case scenario, I feel like Kyogre could just like blast that rock to pieces. I mean, this is like the most powerful Pokemon in the whole Hoenn region, so it's able to destroy the world. It should be able to at least break down a few mountains. Right, yeah, it seems like we can't even face any of these divers because they're not able to get close enough to us to challenge us to a fight. So that's unfortunate. Well, I guess on the bright side, there are a lot of divers down here for us to face eventually. And this is probably the other secret cave area, right? Gotta be just right to go up. Alright, let's check out this area. And then I'll head back underwater. Oh, I do love like how the whole like the color quality of the screen, it's like a sunset, it's really pretty. We have a few secret bases. Oh, we have a lot of secret bases. That's promising. I wonder if any of them are the type I'm looking for. Try this one because it's kind of the highest up there. It's not really a tropical island. There's no like palm trees and all, which I would like, but definitely a contender. Okay, so maybe. Let's say yes for now. Now, can I fly here? Is the real question. And I really hope I can because that means if I go grab Melodic from the PC, I can just fly right back here and pick up where we left off that way. Okay, we can. That's awesome. But like I said, let's go back to the surface. We'll do one more battle, make it a bit of a longer episode. Tonight is actually my raid night in Star Wars: The Old Republic, so can't play more than a few minutes. I was really hoping to grab maybe some quick food, but might just have to make it some super quick food. Alright, down we go. And okay, how do we get back to the main surface? Not over here. How about over here? There we go. And here's a swimmer. I don't think we faced him yet, have we? Unless that was the one we faced a bit ago. Hey, come back here. I'm really glad we're faster than the swimmers. That makes it a lot easier. I think in the older games you were the same speed. So you had to like be strategic and get in front of them. It makes sense that you would think that a water Pokemon would be faster than any human, especially Kyogre. isn't really known for its speed step, but still, you think in the water it would be pretty fast. Alright, so... Sorry we've only gotten to use like not very effective moves, but even that being the case, it's still, you can see how powerful it is when it can one-hit KO Pokemon that are only a few levels lower using moves they resist. Yeah, I know actually Primal Kyogre is very popular in competitive battles. Oh, okay, so can't one-hit knock out Golduck. Golduck is a little bit more formidable. Um, but you can see the trainers holding their breath whenever they use like Origin Pulse or Groudon's equivalent move, which is Precipice Blades. Always that, I think it's like a 10% chance of missing or 15% chance, so yeah, they're great moves, and they do spread damage. They affect two opponents, so it's, you really do want them, but at the same time, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking. Alright, not quite a knockout, but pretty close. And let's use one more Origin Pulse. You can see how little damage he didn't return to Kyogre, so that's Kyogre's real strength. Is not only does it have very high stats in general, both offensively and defensively, it has a great move pool. It knows really strong attacks, and it has a amazing ability that really augments its offensive power. And in Groudon's case, it's defensive power too, so they're both very strong Pokemon. But alright guys, I'm going to grab some food, play some Star Wars, and then I should have some time for one or two more episodes later tonight. So when we come back, I will have our old friend Eve back with us again. We will try to find whatever that little secret base area is to the south of us, explore the areas we couldn't get to because we were too big before, and then head west to Pacific Town, the final real city or town here in the Hoenn region. So it should be a lot of fun. Thank you all for watching, and see you later.